Right, good evening and many thanks for joining us this second day of September the year 2023. Indeed, we have much and more lined up for you in this weekend live, but first thing first, our top stories tonight.
Tonight, bring it on. Meru Deputy Governor faults Meru Governor Kawira Mwangaza, says he will not resign despite alleged frustrations from the governor. You abandoned workers. Odinga tells Kotu Secretary General Francis Atwoli to stay off politics and rather focus on workers' welfare. So far, so good. Minister of Health gives self thumbs up for job well done in the ongoing effort to combat polio and cholera outbreaks. Plus, God gets first win of the season with a victory over Ulinzi.
Our sign language interpreter is Joy MUTAVA. My name is AUMA Evans. Welcome to the program. Remember, you can follow us on all of our social media platforms. We are live on YouTube, that is at KUTV Kenya. You can tweet us at KUTV_Kenya at AUMA Evans. Now, our weekend live begins right now. Now, Meru County Deputy Governor Isaac Mutuma has sent a distress call to President William Ruto and his deputy Rigathi Gachagua to intervene and prevent a possible fallout between him and Governor Kawira Mwangaza. Mutuma has alleged frustration orchestrated by his boss. The DG claimed that he has been sidelined by the governor and other senior officials in the county since April this year. Mutuma further revealed that he has been forced to use his own money to run the office and other official duties.
Since the month of April 2023, my office secretariat has been reduced to 0 personnel or withdrawn without prior attention brought to me. I have been running a public office with my own private money. More so, the official vehicle of the office of the Deputy Governor in the recent past has not been fueled.
Right, now let's switch gears to some other stories where Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi has urged Western leaders to unite and not to allow their political indifferences to subdivide them. At the same time, Azimio leader Raila Odinga has bashed the Kenya Kwanza government for what he says is its unending interference with devolution. The leaders were speaking at the burial service of former Minister James Osogo. Our political affairs reporter James Muriki followed the proceedings and prepared the following report.
Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi says that he took a conscious decision of supporting Ruto's government, not because he was scared, but because of the benefit he foresaw for the Mulembe nation.
So it was a conscious decision. And it was a conscious decision because of exactly what I have said, that we realized the allocation of resources was heavily skewed against the people of Western Kenya, and there was no further justification in supporting Uhuru's agenda.
Mudavadi has however warned Mulembe leaders of giving in to pressures from their political differences, citing that it is high time the leaders unite and bring development to the region.
Kumuletu, mimi, Ababu, Omotata, Governor, Wanjala, tushikane, tubadilishe wakati tunatengeneza mabudget. Tulete pesa nyingi katika eneo ya magharibi ili tubadilishe huo mkondo.
Azimio leader Raila Odinga seemed unimpressed by President Ruto's government, debunking too much interference by the national government in devolution.
Pesa hiyo hawataki kurudisha hapa chini. Si pesa ya kununua dawa, iletwe chini kwa serikali ya county iweze kununua dawa. Lakini wamekatana kule juu. Napeleka kwa KEMSA. Sababu gani? Mambo ya kandarasi.
Bipartisan talks Odinga says he respects the talks that will bring forth changes as proposed in the Framework Agreement report. He has reiterated the need of opening the election servers to bring out transparency and accountability.
Tumesema hiyo server ifunguliwe. Ifunguliwe. Angepo nasema ifunguliwe, nione mkono hapa. Ababu ona hapo, mwambie boss yako.
Busia Senator Okia Omtata, who has been in the front line of fighting for Kenyans, has reiterated that he will not sit down and watch the government oppress Kenyans.
Mimi siwezi kusimama niangalie taifa likiangamizwa. A budget is not supposed to be an instrument for stealing from the public.
The leaders eulogized the late Osogo as a leader whose political footsteps should be emulated by all leaders. James Morekemanda, KUTV.
Right, from Vihiga to Lamu County, where Lamu Governor Issa Timami has beckoned the Commission of Revenue Allocation to consider the geographical disadvantages of the county and ramp up its allocation in the new county revenue allocation formula. CRA Commissioner Hadija Juma joined Timami in the County Budget Economic Forum at Tropical Village Hotel in Malindi, where she considered that indeed Lamu is shortchanged in the allocation, promising that preparation will be made in the new formula. Our very own Salma Swale with more details.
Lamu Governor Issa Timami has beseeched the Commission on Revenue Allocation CRA to ramp up monies allocated to the county through the Consolidated Fund Kitty, complaining that the 3 billion he received is only enough to foot county bills but falls short of development expenditure in the county.
With the 3 billion shillings revenue that we receive, once you take out salaries, wages, and operations and maintenance, we are left with very little for development.
Timami grounded his petitions on the geographical uniqueness of Lamu County, whose nature as an archipelago augments logistics overhead, inflating the cost of delivering development projects to Lamu people who are widely spread out across the 6,400 kilometers squared of the county.
You know, Lamu is an archipelago comprising of 65 islands and a very expansive mainland. And it is really a challenge for us when it comes to implementing projects.
CRA Commissioner Hadija Juma, who was a guest at the County Budget Economic Forum in Malindi, refuted in the upcoming formula touted by the Commission. Hadija admitted that indeed Lamu has suffered financial consequences of its geographical uniqueness, but hope for allocation adjustments bleak as yonder in the forthcoming adjustments of the formula of disbursements from the Exchequer.
Kupeana services katika Lamu County ina gharama ya juu sana. Kwa mfano, kama unatembea kutoka Lamu Island kwenda kule Pate Island, kwenda kule Faza, kwenda Kiangwe, yani gharama iko juu sana, wanapata changamoto kubwa sana. Kwa hivyo hizo ni vigezo ambazo wakati tunaenda kutengeneza fourth basis tutaangazia, ili tuweze kuona pia mgao wao umeweza kupanda kidogo, ndio waweze kuhudumia wananchi wa Lamu vizuri.
In the forum, Hadija relayed the good news that Lamu was shortlisted as a county qualified for government loans, imploring on Governor Timami to seize up the new opening and bankroll life-changing developments for the Lamu people. Muneneweru, KUTV.
Right, that story was produced by Salma Swale and of course voiced by Munene Weru. Now moving on, spouse to Deputy President Pastor Dorcas Rigathi has taken her signature boy-child-oriented program to Mombasa County. Dorcas launched a drug addiction rehabilitation campaign in Mombasa to help reform the youth battling drug and substance abuse in the region. She later launched a medical camp at the Miritini Treatment and Rehabilitation Center, having launched a similar campaign earlier this week in Shimanzi within the county. And as Julie Ongaki reports, the launch followed her visit to the drug dens of Mombasa County in May this year, where she interacted with the addicts.
Pastor Dorcas Rigathi has launched a rehabilitation camp in Meritini, an initiative aimed at transforming drug and substance-addicted youth in Mombasa County. The launch comes after a similar launch in Shimanzi earlier this week. The second lady urged the community to be involved in rehabilitation of the addicts and integrate them back once they escape their addiction.
The child belongs to a village, and so the community around that child must take the burden of changing the lives and shaping the destiny of our children. It is our responsibility, and we are accountable to these children that sit before me.
Coast General Hospital Acting CEO Wanjiru Korir pledged to partner in the initiative. The Kenya Ports Authority donated 1 million shillings towards the Boy Child program undertaken by the Office of the Spouse of the Deputy President.
And you can be sure we will be your partner in medical services from here to wherever this journey takes us. And as our Reverend has said, whatever is in our hands, we have offered what we have in our hands. And he has also said that is what God is going to use to create the outcome he wants.
NACADA Director of Compliance James Kosgei revealed that the authority will partner in the initiative, not just at the Coast region, but across the country.
When we heard that you are here, you are glad, and the CEO sent me to represent the authority, and we want to pledge, and his message is we'll continue working with you in all aspects of rehabilitation and reintegration.
Many of the addicts have lauded the program, which they say accorded them a turning point.
Waahidi wakija next time ama hata baada ya miezi mitatu taona nimebadilika zaidi ya vile nilivyo. Niko tayari kuisaidia familia yangu na mimi mwenyewe kujisaidia.
Mimi nishabadilika tayari. Sababu nilikuwa navuta unga naibia watu nini, sasa niko sawa. Kwa hivyo mradi umenisaidia sana.
The Boy Child Rehabilitation Program commenced this year and is targeting drug addicts countrywide. Julie Ongaki, KUTV.
And now matters health. The Ministry of Health says that it has achieved a remarkable milestone in its ongoing campaign to combat cholera and polio outbreaks. Public Health Principal Secretary Mary Mudhomi has termed the latest emergency vaccination drive as a success, surpassing broad coverage that the recent polio campaign held from August 24th to 28th, 2023, focused on vaccination of all children under the age of 5, resulting in 1.95 million children receiving vaccinations, achieving an impressive coverage rate of 104.2%. Further vaccination rounds are planned for the September and November. In addition, over 1.6 million individuals were vaccinated during the cholera campaign across 8 counties with maximum impact in strategically targeted areas. Another campaign is slated for the following year. All right, it's time to take our first break here on Weekend Live. Plenty more to follow after the break.
Are you an aspiring media practitioner, a graduate, or you just want to advance your skills in television production? Then welcome to Kenyatta University, where education meets innovation. KUTV, the premier university television station in Kenya, is now offering short courses in TV studio, field technical operations, and video editing. Through these courses, you will acquire hands-on skills on camera operations, media production, lighting techniques, audio-visual editing, and sound and visual control, and how to operate key equipment in modern TV control room. Enroll today at KUTV and discover your full potential in cutting-edge TV broadcasting. Graduates of these courses will receive professional certificates. For more information, visit our offices at KUTV Studios or call us on 020-870-4252 or 020-870-4252. 4255 or SMS us on 0739 110 544. KUTV, a new experience.
I'm Associate Professor in the Institute of Philosophy of Jagiellonian University in Krakow, Poland, and I'm the main coordinator of the Cafe project, which is being here hosted by Kenyatta University.
My name is Eva Hudoba. I am a project manager in this consortium. Keep watching cutting-edge research at Kenyatta University Television.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring up on stage Miss India Kenya Worldwide 2018.
All right, welcome back, and now let's move on to some climate action stories. Now, women and youth in Garissa are calling upon leaders and delegates attending the Africa Climate Summit to prioritize climate change mitigation in Kenya arid and semi-arid lands. They argue that their voices on climate matters have been ignored in the past but can contribute to securing the world future. The Africa Climate Summit will discuss solutions and opportunities to bring together various leaders to discuss climate solution.
Women and youth in Garissa have urged leaders and delegates set to attend the upcoming Africa Climate Summit to consider developing mitigation measures against climate change in arid and semi-arid areas within the country. According to the women and youth, for a while now they have been sidelined in matters of climate change. The women now want to be heard, saying that they too are able to come up with solutions of securing the future of the world.
I can clearly say that the community are continually being pushed to poverty because they depend majorly on pastoralism, which we've noted in the past few years that it's no longer sustainable, but yet can be made sustainable.
Led by Glory Kathure of the Action Aid Organization, the women called for more funding for the arid and semi-arid regions which have been faced by drought, hunger, flood and other natural disasters, conditions that leave most residents in poverty.
We can now focus on how we will make pastoralism sustainable by imposing new technologies and smart agriculture like agroecology, which has clearly shown that it's able to sustain tough times and also conserve water, working closely with nature to conserve and ensure that people have adequate food. They are also developed economically.
Abdi Kadir Hassan, an environmentalist from Garissa, states that over the years, pastoral communities have felt the impact of climate change firsthand. Hassan notes that with proper mitigation measures, people in these areas can have sustainable livelihoods.
What we forget is we are pastoral communities, and most of the effects of climate change end up affecting the people living in the pastoral land. And as a result, we've seen there's shortage of water, we see there's food crisis, we see people getting internally displaced, and all these are things that can be mitigated and to make sure that we have a sustainable livelihood, especially for our people.
The Africa Climate Summit is set to be held in Nairobi from the 4th to the 8th of this month and will bring together heads of state, policy makers, civil societies and the youth to discuss climate solutions, barriers to overcome and the opportunities realized in different regions of the continent. Yvonne Kebuma, KU TV.
Now, a record drought in the Horn of Africa has killed vast number of cows, goat and sheep, imperiling the livelihood of pastoralists like the Maasai in Kenya. A U.S. charity called Water is Life Kenya is giving herders new animals and cash. This report was shot in Nkongo, Narok village.
On the slopes of Mount Kilimanjaro, overlooking the Amboseli National Park in Kenya's southern border with Tanzania, residents of Ngong Narok village sing in celebration. Thank you, God, our provider, they sing in traditional Maasai prayer song. The Maasai, like other pastoral communities, depend on livestock as their main source of food and livelihood. They are still reeling from the Horn of Africa's worst drought in 4 decades and its toll on their animals.
It was a 3-year drought, swept a lot of livestock. So almost everyone is very, very desperate in their life because of they cannot get enough food, they cannot take their children to school.
Today they sing joyous songs to celebrate the arrival of donations. Water is Life Kenya, a US and Kenyan-based charity, is helping vulnerable families in the pastoral communities affected by drought by giving them new cows, goats and sheep, as well as cash so they can rebuild their lives. The grant program, now in its 2nd year, also provides herders with skills so that they can better cope with the frequent droughts brought on by climate change.
We know that people here, happiness is really built on livestock and is a good asset to have, and also goats give birth. And so you're building your assets. And so we said, okay, the grant will help them have everyday money, money so that they can feed their families, and the goats will be like a savings.
Narisain Toki, a 26-year-old widow and mother of 4, is one of the over 30 widows who are each receiving 3 goats and $200 cash grant on this day. Her family lost all their nearly 100 cattle to drought, and Ntoki says she is eager to start over.
Today, I am getting some goats that will help me start over and grow them to many more. God will help me multiply them.
Koyaso Sunte, also a widow and mother of 6, received her grant last year. She says she used the money to start a bead-making business.
I save half of the profit I get from selling beads and set it aside to pay school fees. The money I get is not that much, but it is helping me take care of my family.
The record drought killed nearly 10 million livestock across the Horn of Africa, imperiling livelihoods of pastoralists like these Maasais. Water is Life Kenya says while the grant helps only a relative few, it is helping some of those most affected restore some of their lost livelihoods. Juma Majanga, VOA News, Ngong Narok Village, Kenya.
It is 21 minutes past the hour. Time to take yet another short break. Up next, Sport News.
Are you an aspiring media practitioner, a graduate, or you just want to advance your skills in television production? Then welcome to Kenyatta University, where education meets innovation. KUTV, the premier university television station in Kenya, is now offering short courses in TV studio, field technical operations, and video editing. Through these courses, you will acquire hands-on skills on camera operations, media production, lighting techniques, audio-visual editing, and sound and visual control, and how to operate key equipment in modern TV control room. Enroll today at KUTV and discover your full potential in cutting-edge TV broadcasting. Graduates of these courses will receive professional certificates. For more information, visit our offices at KUTV Studios or call us on 020-870-4252 or 020-870-4255 or SMS us on 0739-110-544. KUTV, a new experience.
technology, science, innovation, ICT and research. These are the ingredients upon which the solutions to the 21st century problems are founded. In a world that is rapidly changing, it's all hands on deck to ensure a balance in all fields of life. Women, young and old, are also in the front line, breaking the glass ceiling, becoming thought leaders in the larger tech space. Not forgetting other societies marginalized. And when the tech Avengers come together, we inch closer to a much safer, efficient and sustainable world. What we view as a norm in today's advanced world was just an idea, and for nostalgic reasons, we trace back to the iconic days to bring you the retro tech. On Tech Innovation Show, we encapsulate all the pillars of the fourth industrial revolution, decoded in a language, all for one for all. Every Monday at 8:30 as we push the mantra, keep learning something new each and every day. Only on KUTV, a new experience. Right, welcome back. It's now time for sporty action. Football Kenya Federation Premier League defending champions Gor Mahia FC are back to winning ways after cruising to a victory over Ulinzi Stars at the Ulinzi Sports Complex. Kogalo downed Ulinzi Stars 1-0 to clinch the first victory of the season to move 2 points off current FKF League leaders Murang'a Seals. In another match played today, newbies Murang'a Seals tormented Mozart Bet Cup winners Kakamega Homeboys to register 2 wins out of 2 matches played so far.
We knew that we were going to face a formidable opponent, a very, very tough team to handle. But we also knew what our strengths are, and we knew that if we exploit our strengths to the fullest, then we would have been in a position to get maximum points today, but sadly that never happened.
Playing Ulinzi is never easy, and we know especially the away game is always going to be a fight. You know, last season we drew this game 1-1 away to Ulinzi, and we came in, you know, there was 14 games last year, we didn't pick up maximum points, and we said, can we take those draws, turn them into wins? Can we take the losses, turn them into at least draws? So today's one of those days.
Now, embattled Manchester United player Mason Greenwood has found refuge in Spanish team Getafe. The La Liga side has signed Greenwood from Manchester United on loan despite facing allegations of abuse involving young women. Greenwood has been missing in action since his suspension in January 2022 by the Premier League side over the allegations, but prosecution dropped charges including attempted rape and sexual assault in February. And that's all we had for you this particular evening. But remember the match between Brighton and Newcastle. Brighton leads 3-1, and that match is currently underway. Well, many thanks for tuning in. My name is AUMA Evans. Joy MUTAVA has been our sign language interpreter tonight. Until next time, it's a bye-bye and good night.